This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
This is the best of the Morning X. Weekdays 6 to 7. And all new Morning X with Barnes and Leslie coming up 7 to 10 on the original 99X.
We're live at Comedy Central in New York. Ed Kowalczyk is here. We'll take some calls from fans if you want to talk to him. Ed, how are you?
Great, thanks.
Good to see you, man.
Bright and early.
Bright and early and wide awake and very on time, which is very un-rock star of you.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah. I know, I'm so embarrassed.
What'd you do last night here in New York?
All we did was just basically fly here from the West Coast, so we're pretty toasted right now. We got in about midnight. Our plane was all delayed and everything.
This is the kind of town, though, that you just feel like you're sitting in your hotel room at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Like, I can't just waste the evening. There's too much to do.
Exactly. No, I know. It was hard, but we had to get to bed like good boys for the morning shows.
You know, Ed, this is unusual. The last two times we've seen you, Music Midtown and then back with the Counting Crows, you had Dennis Rodman joined to the hip. Mm-hmm. Where is Rodman this morning?
I'm sure he's recovering in Vegas because my brother's there with him right now. They had some big party there this weekend. I skipped it. I just convalesced in my bed for 2 days. We just came back from a 10-day tour of doing promotion in Europe, and then before that we were in Brazil. So we've traveled a good deal over the last month.
You're going to find yourself in jail.
Right. There's nothing
against your selection of friends.
No good can come of this friendship.
Yeah, so what is going on with you, my man?
I don't know, man. I mean, I think I've learned more about being a rock star from Dennis Rodman, who's a basketball player, than I probably learned from anybody else. He's harmless. I mean, he doesn't. A lot of this stuff gets blown up. I mean,
how about the latest story? Last week, goes into Hooters, sprays everybody with the fire extinguisher.
I talked to someone who was there, and that was totally like he kind of pulled it off, sprayed it. It was like not that big a deal. It wasn't like he flooded the place with foam or something. But when I read about it in L.A., I'm like, oh my God, no.
Were you at his birthday party when he helicoptered himself in a few weeks? A couple months ago. Oh, you played that?
We played there. And that was also, they said he landed the chopper, but it never really landed it. I wouldn't go. He wanted me to use the wireless mic and sing from the chopper.
Yeah, we don't need to hear about Ed
in
Kowalczyk
the storm
going down in the Hamptons or whatever.
I said no. Musicians in small aircraft, especially when you don't have to do it.
So you just
a chopper above the surf. No.
You're saying that Dennis is misunderstood.
He's
basically.
misunderstood.
Yeah.
No, I mean I'm not saying he doesn't bring a lot of it to himself, but some of it does. I've witnessed some of it kind of because nobody cares about me. I can do whatever I want. It's like, oh, who? With Dennis, it's like a lot of it does get blown out.
Where's he getting his money?
I have no idea.
I mean, he doesn't have any endorsements anymore.
He's on tour with Live.
He spends money. He spends money hand over fist.
Well, he's doing these strip club appearances.
He did one in Atlanta a couple of weeks ago.
I don't know.
Yeah. Where does a guy getting his money?
I don't know. Go there with him.
How did you end up with him anyway?
Yeah,
How did you end up buddies with him?
He's a huge fan of Live. He's been coming to shows since 96, 97. I think Chad Taylor met him in the VMAs in 95 when we were playing. And he just loves the band.
Yeah, he definitely.
He's like obsessed with the music. It really is.
Because when we first heard all these sightings of you and him, you're a very intelligent guy. You're very with it, and he's kind of the other side.
He's a party guy.
Facade, at least. I don't know him personally, but every time we've talked to him, you can barely understand him.
Yeah, he's nuts. But I guess I'm a little bit of a Jacqueline High character. I bring a certain serious intensity to my music and stuff, but I like to cut loose.
It seems like guys more than women will have various sectors of friends that provide them entertainment in whatever. Women are pretty consistent with the types of friends they have. Guys, every guy's got their nut friend. Every guy's got their conservative friend. They're this friend. They're that friend that provides for them what they need at that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he fills in a small void, it seems, in your life.
True, but I would say my nut friend is probably our bass player, Patrick, then.
More than Rodman?
At times, yeah.
Now, see, that's scary.
Patrick's got a wild side.
That is scary.
Dude, it's so intense live, and I remember even seeing you back at Georgia Tech on this little private concert that we stumbled upon. Yeah. Just one afternoon, I was driving by and I hear this, I'm like, tell me that's a really good cover band or Live is playing over there. And we just pulled over and I was like, oh my God, there's
What was
Live.
it? What was that
They
show?
had rented you or
Like a
something.
college
I remember
thing
that.
tour.
Yeah. A lot of people come to me and tell me about that show.
It was
Like,
just the most random day ever.
Yeah.
Saturday about 3 o'clock.
During the day.
Really?
Yeah.
That's strange.
But you just... Do you just zone out into another world? Because you look like you are attacking the microphone. I mean, you're just like all
You are
focused
very
on it,
different
and
on
you're-
stage than off stage.
Oh, totally.
It's like almost, that's the Jacqueline High almost.
It is, yeah. It's like it's just something that, I think the lyric that I bring to it is like something on stage. I just feel like it can't just be sort of like spoken. It can't be sort of just like sung even. It has to be a sort of combination of screaming and singing and intensity. It's just because it just draws it out of me. The lyric really just draws it out of me.
Without further ado, live in studio, this is Ed Kowalczyk on 99X. Kowalczyk.
That's cool. That achieved a goosebump factor over here.
Absolutely.
That really did. That was really cool. Is your family musical? Your dad or mom, or are you the first one to pick up a guitar?
They're big music fans, but they're I grew up like tons of music in the house. The Beatles all the time and Cat Stevens, all that stuff. And so they're not really like, my mom plays the little piano. My dad's a good singer, but they're not like nothing like what my brother and I have become. Or have done with it.
What did they think you were going to do with your life?
I thought I'd definitely go to college and become something, but I skipped college.
Well, you've become something.
You've become something.
Yeah.
Probably not what they had thought. But,
not what they thought I would, but
Now, since you grew your hair out, and it's been a while since you've had the shaved Ed Kowalczyk look, have you quit signing Andre Agassi autographs?
yeah, and Moby as well.
Moby, you got Moby too?
and I'm not the guy from Anthrax anymore either.
And you're not trying to sell pamphlets at the airport.
No.
Right, not that.
No.
Do you look now, when you look back at pictures of the bald era,
I like
you
that
okay?
era.
Are you
I
okay
did
with
that
that?
for you.
Because sometimes, you look back at like your high school pictures and you're like, what the hell was I thinking?
No, the thing is about being bald is like you never know what your head's shaped like until you shave your hair.
See, yeah.
And I was real happy about the shape of my head.
Right.
I had this sort of like, I had a nice hook and I had a nice, sort of wisdom peak on the top of the front. And I thought, wow, this is a nice looking head. So I may go back to that eventually.
You can actually pull it off both ways, though. I think
thank
you
you.
look good with and without
And
hair.
you could pull off the Agassi thing. It's striking how close you
It
guys
is
look
weird,
alike.
isn't it? Yeah, I was watching, I remember the first time I ever heard that, said I was watching him playing some tournament, and it was like 1995, and, the guy, like the NBC, like, commentator goes, man, Andre's really trying to look like the guy from Live more and more every day, like, I think he had just shaved his head. And I thought, that doesn't look like me, and anyway. a lot of
Have you
people
ever
think
met
so.
him?
No.
But that's a pretty big compliment when they're saying that Andre
I know.
Agassi,
I
one
know,
of
I
the biggest
look like
actors
you.
in the world,
I
wants to
was
look
like-
like the guy from Live.
I think it's just because I shaved my head first, maybe. And maybe the guy was a fan. He's probably like,
Could have been.
That could have
Be
been.
like
trying to
Ed
hook me up
Kowalczyk.
there.
So-
More of this interview you don't want to miss is back in minutes on the best of the morning X 99X.
Start your day with America in the Morning.
I'm John Trout, your host.
From breaking news,
The U.S. Supreme Court with rulings shifting gears. Apple has released a new iPhone. Here's the Wednesday Business Report. It's far from a seller's market.
to politics and entertainment.
Moving into scary movie season, so why not another Conjuring movie? Shifting gears, Powerball jackpot is now the third largest ever in history.
Live long and prosper.
America in the Morning.
Fresh each day.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.